Hello and welcome. I'm Kane from Squire, and today I'll be running through a few of the new features coming to NetSuite in the upcoming release 22.1. First, I want to mention that despite this being a somewhat smaller update, the update includes many more enhancements than what I'm going to talk about today. I've just chosen the 7 that I feel are the most interesting and that will have the greatest impact on our clients. Also, this isn't intended to be a deep dive into any of these features, but rather to highlight and give you a basic idea of what's coming. Before I get into the updates, I want to give a bit of information on how to prepare your account for the update, starting with how to request your release preview. So I will jump into NetSuite and demonstrate how this is done. So in your production account, we're going to go to Setup, Company, and scroll down to the Company Management section and choose Release Preview. Within the Release Preview page, you will just click the Request Release Preview button and allow 2 or 3 days for NetSuite to provision this account. After your release preview has been provisioned, it's important that you test your processes in your new environment and create a plan to ensure the transfer to the new release goes smoothly. For help preparing for the new release, check out the new release portlet found on your home page or in the support overview page. Here you'll find the answer to a lot of your questions, such as when will my account be upgraded? Also, you'll find tons of helpful information in the links at the bottom of the window, including the full release notes summarizing all of the changes, and a release preview guide providing details on how to ensure a smooth transition to the upgraded NetSuite version. This guide also includes links to a handy Excel checklist tool so you can know all of your processes and configuration ducks are in a row come upgrade time. Alright, so we're going to get started into the updates now, starting with some changes to NetSuite inventory functionality. For companies that use the supply chain control tower, you'll see some enhancements including a new vendor performance history list view and vendor delivery performance scores available for review when creating POs and releasing orders. The supply planning feature has also been improved by adding item description on all workbench detail panels and vendor names on the supply detail panel source field. Safety stock has also been added to the date-based grid view. NetSuite 22.1 also allows you to create new planning workbench views with preset filters, helping you to focus on the work that is relevant to you. Companies that use NetSuite WMS will also be seeing several small but important updates to the feature. NetSuite has improved its scheduled wave release functionality by allowing you to generate multiple waves through a single scheduled release. They've also added zone picking for single and multiple orders, which lets you select one or more zones from which you want to pick items. For companies using pick cartons, you'll be happy to find that in NetSuite WMS 22.1, you can reuse cartons for picking processes. Keeping with the WMS updates, for those using cart put away, NetSuite will now allow you to transfer up to 10 items at a time into a cart. If your WMS system has been configured for mobile printing, you can now search for items and print item labels from your mobile device. Lastly, WMS now supports the centralized purchasing and billing feature, which will let you receive POs across multiple subsidiaries and locations. Alright, so let's talk about NetSuite's quality management offering. Previously, quality inspections were always the result of some triggering transaction, such as an item receipt or assembly build. Now you can trigger an inspection queue on demand without a transaction context. NetSuite is also boosting its quality reporting and automation by adding a bunch of new saved searches and workflows. New standard quality reports include an incoming inspection scorecard, inspection result reports, and a vendor scorecard. On to order management, which includes a few changes that we need to talk about. Using Suite Billing Enhancement 22.1, you can generate payments for multiple customers and apply them to an appropriate invoice. The electronic bank payments are being enhanced in several ways that I'll just briefly mention here. We have the ability to bulk update payment batches. We can choose to exclude invoices and credit memos from processing. And we can process payments from vendors from both primary and secondary banks. And finally, let's talk about SUITEANALYTICS. NetSuite has finally added a feature that I know I've been waiting for a long time, and that is Dataset Linking. This essentially allows you to join datasets of two completely different types and build reports and charts using SUITEANALYTICS Workbook. Let me jump into NetSuite again, and I'll give you an idea of what this looks like. Here in our SUITEANALYTICS page, I have an example of how you can use dataset linking. What I have here is a budget versus actual workbook chart. Previously, you would not have been able to do this as the budget and transaction tables are a separate data type and cannot be combined into a single report. Let me show you what the link looks like. So the process is actually very simple. All you need to do is select the two types of data sets that you want to combine, and then identify which fields from each of those data sets are going to be linked. For example, for this budget versus actual report, I'm going to link the account fields from both the transactions and the budget data sets. And I'm also going to tell the system that the accounting period on the budget data set is going to match the posting period on the transactions. All right, that's all I have for you today. Again, there's a lot more going on here in the new release than what I talked about. So be sure to check out the new release window to get a full picture. If you have any questions about the new release, or you're looking for some expert support for an existing or new NetSuite implementation, be sure to visit Squire.com or email us at netsuite@squire.com. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.